All right, welcome to Chapter 5 on Systems of Two Linear Equations with Two Variables. Now this is Section 5.3. It's called the addition method, also known as the elimination method. And so again, here the addition method is also known as the elimination method, and it's the best overall method for solving any systems of equations. So if I hand you a system any way, doesn't matter what it looks like, this is probably the best method to use. As far as with substitution, it's better if they have something that's easy to solve for one of the variables. Graphing works well if you have, a whole number for an answer, but this one works no matter what on any conditions. So how do we do it? Well, with this, we write both equations with the x and y variables on the left side of the equation and the constants on the right side. Now be sure to line up the x's and y's on top of each other. So, it's going to be the standard form. So ax plus by equals c and dx plus ey equals f. So they're on top of each other. The x and y's are on the left and the constants are on the right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use multiplication to get either the x or the y variable to be such that when the two equations are added, that variable is eliminated. Hence, both names. The addition, we add the two equations together, and elimination, the variable's eliminated. And how do we do that? Well, we want it to be happening is we want A and D or B and E to kind of be opposite. So if we take B plus E, we get 0, or A plus D, we get 0. We want one of those two things to happen. Well, how does that work? Well, we're going to have something like 2 plus a negative 2. Well, that's equal to 0, or some form of that. So the B might be positive or the E might be positive and the other one has to be negative, and they have to be the same number. So once you've eliminated one of the variables, then we solve for the remaining variable. And then we substitute that variable into the one of the original equations and solve for the other variable, which gives us our xy ordered pair as the solution. And then, as always, we're going to check the solution in both original equations. All right. So let's look at this. It says solve the system of equations using the elimination slash addition method. I'm going to call it elimination because that's how I learned it. Addition is just another name for it. And we also have to perform our check. Well, if I look at this, is it going to be easier to get 2 and 5 to be the same, or basically a negative 1 and a 2? Well, all I have to do on this one is if I multiply this equation by 2, I'm going to get, and I'm just going to write it below here, 4x minus 2y equals 10. Now, if we see, we have 2 minus 2 is 0. Those cancel. And so that's what I'm going to use. And so now, like I said, those cancel. So maybe we should kind of show that they cancel out here. And now when we add those together, we get 5 plus 4 is 9x equals, and then we're going to subtract off 10, so that's going to be a negative 18. Now we divide by 9, x equals a negative 2. Now we have to plug that into one of the equations. Well, I'm going to plug it into that first one because they're smaller numbers. And so I'm going to have 2 times a negative 2 minus y equals 5. Well, this is going to be a minus 4 minus y equals 5. So let's add 4 to both sides. A negative y equals a 9, or y equals a negative 9 by dividing both sides by a negative 1. And so that's what we did here. All right, so I'm saying my solution then is a negative 2, negative 9. Now, is it really that? Who knows? Let's check and make sure. So we'll take 2 times negative 2 minus, and then we have a negative 9 for y, and that's equal to 5. So minus 4 plus 9 equals 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. So it checks in the first one. How about the second one? 5 times negative 2 plus 2 times negative 9 equals negative 28. Well, here's a negative 10. That's negative 18 equals negative 28. Well, that's negative 28 equals negative 28. So it checks there as well. So we have our solution, and it's independent and consistent. Okay. Now, could we have done this any other way? Yeah, we could have solved this for y, substituted it into the other one, and got an answer. We could have even graphed both of these and still got an answer because we have whole numbers, okay? So either of the three methods would have worked, but the elimination/addition method, it's going to work every time, and it's going to be a lot easier in most cases than either of the other two. All right, so how about this one? Well, guess what? It looks like it's already set up, because if we look here, -9 plus 9, well, that's going to be 0. So we have 0x. Well, 5 minus 5, well, that's 0 also. So we have 0 equals. And now, well, this doesn't look like it's going to equal 0 on that side, because that's going to be a negative, what, 9? That's false. So this is no solution, empty set, and that means it's inconsistent. Okay, and so that would be our solution to this one here. Okay. All right, so what are we going to do next? We're going to go to the next problem. First we're going to take a break and we'll come back.